Welcome to another edition of Modern Dallas TV. I'm Jeff Levine with moderndallas.net. This will be our 24th episode, almost 6 months of great homes, galleries, cool spaces, sacred spaces. And this week, we stop by a stunning mid-century modern in the Janmar area. Visit Mary Tomas Gallery and talk to Mary about their current show with artist Kenn Kotara, as well as Dallas Urban Farms. We talk with owner Jody as well as the executive chef at the Hilton Anatole, David Scalise, about their new project. Stick around for the calendar, art scene, open houses, and enjoy this week's edition.
Mary Tomas Gallery is a contemporary fine arts gallery offering collectors, designers, and patrons exciting and visionary art. Located in the vibrant Dallas Design District, the gallery space provides opportunities to inform, instruct, and inspire art collectors. Rotating exhibits feature regional, national, and international artists whose works may be found in private, corporate, and museum collections. Please visit us at 1110 Dragon Street or at marytomasgallery.com.
Modern Dallas Real Estate is here in the Janmar subdivision. It's a magnificent mid-century modern built in the 60s. And I'm here with interior designer Rhonda Grubb. Rhonda was the vision of creating what this was into what it is. And it's a beautiful combination of mid-century modern feel, updated. And there was definitely a vision behind it, Rhonda. What was that?
Well, I believe good design incorporates several styles. And this house is just the perfect framework for doing that because you've got these big, great, expansive rooms and a lot of original elements. You have the glass block and the stone and the beams and the space. So I took elements that were from mid-century, of course, because that's the obvious. We added some modern things, some Asian, and then just had a playful sort of effect by adding portraits and interesting art. But the house itself is the thing that gives all those elements character and just kind of makes it feel complete.
It's interesting when I've walked through the house and I look at it, there are 3 areas that stand out. One is you took what seemed to be the game room and turned it into a dining room, and it is spectacular. The kitchen, you reworked into a modern kitchen, which is great for the times, for the way we live. And then the master bedroom. What a beautiful space, the closet overlooking the pool. Were those important parts? Because they seem to be significant.
Yes, for sure. The dining room was very important because entertaining is a big thing for us, and we wanted it to be a dramatic experience. So we have these great windows up there with a great view, and I did a really large table and mixed elements of putting the Turner chairs with an Italian table, again, mixing it all up. So the dining room was important, and I thought that that was just a great space for the dining room, and we've used it that way. The nice thing about the kitchen now is it is more current in that it's an open floor plan. Originally, this kitchen was segregated off, and the bar was segregated off like it would have been in the 60s, but now it's open. And so you get the advantage of what people like now with the open floor plan. And so that's it. And then the master is, yes, it's a great big room, and I was able to create the seating area and overlook the pool, and then it gives you kind of a quiet retreat, but gives you some drama back there also.
Absolutely. The one last part of it, which I think is such an impact for the house, is the pool area. What did you do there? Because it looks so different.
So different. Well, what we did, we left the original shape of the pool because I liked the funky 1961 shape. I thought it was so classic. And we took some other elements, which were the master porch, and duplicated that by creating a shade structure and also enlarging the porch outside the kitchen. So we created an outdoor living space, but we used exactly the elements that had been here before so that you could seamlessly not know, so you couldn't know whether it was original to 1961 or done in early 2000.
Well, it's a spectacular home. It's a beautiful area to live in, the Janmar area close to Kramer Elementary School. It's listed with Stephanie Bates of Briggs Freeman Sotheby's International Realty. You can see it on their website at briggsfreeman.com or go to moderndallas.net and see it on our listings. Modern Dallas Art is here today at Mary Tomas Gallery. We're here with Mary Tomas. Thank you for having us. And we're here to talk about Kenn Kotara, your current show, which is loosely based on Braille.
Yes. Well, Kenn is from North Carolina, but originally from Louisiana. And Kenn uses the geometry and mathematical aspects of the Braille language to communicate his ideas about art, and he also utilizes a lot of French poets in his work. And this piece is titled Seven. And in this particular work, he is utilizing the spiritually high number of 7 and using Braille ticker tape, a repeated verse of ideas, and this represents 7 deadly sins, the 7 mythical goddesses, and the 7 days of the week.
And 7 continents, I think.
Right. It's hand punched in copper, and the copper is meant to change over time as well. So he is utilizing ideas that have kind of a flow. They're not stagnant.
So we decided to move around to another piece, which is called Me.
Right.
And what's Me?
Well, so Kenn, again, is leaving blank spaces in all of the titles of the work so that to engage the viewer and they decipher their own meaning. But in this particular piece, I'll explain it a little bit. He has taken plywood and then utilized graphite rubbing. And this is taken from a song titled Take Me to the River by Al Green. And in this work, this is talking about love and movement and the river, and the Mississippi River is indicated in this piece as well. But it's a river of ideas, and this is hand-punched Braille on aluminum.
This is a wonderful show. We could go through all the pieces in the show and talk about each one of them. There's a great piece that's based on Abraham Lincoln. Tell us just a little bit about that, because that is a great story.
Yeah, the piece in the back is called, it's from the Emancipation Proclamation by Abraham Lincoln. And as you will see in a few minutes, it is about race. So he has taken the Emancipation Proclamation, utilizes some passages and phrases in Braille, and then utilized the color palette of the different colors of race.
It's a wonderful piece. It's a wonderful show. Highly recommend you stop by Mary Tomas Gallery, see the work of Kenn Kotara. It's at 1110 Dragon Street, and we definitely think you should come visit Mary in Alberta. Experience LED at Lights Fantastic Pro, our sponsor on Modern Dallas TV. Lighting is changing at warp speed, and there's definitely an LED revolution going on. You'll see a curated selection of some of the coolest new LED fixtures from some of the best brands around the world. Visit their 12,000 square foot showroom minutes from the new Nebraska Furniture Mart in Louisville off the Sam Rayburn Tollway. Come see for yourself how lighting can enhance and change your next project. Modern Dallas TV is here with a little food segment, adding a little flavor to what we're doing. And we're here with David Scalise of the Hilton Anatole. Morning. David's the executive chef, and we're here talking about Dallas urban farms. David, how did you figure that this was something you could incorporate in the hotel?
Well, you know, for me, it's all about, we want to serve great food. And the best way to serve great food is to grow it your own. And sustainability has always been a real passion for me and something that's been very important. And, you know, I feel sometimes sustainability is a word that gets thrown around cheap. Everybody wants to use it now. But for me, true sustainability comes from us being this massive, one of the largest hotels in the city of Dallas, supporting probably the smallest farm in the state of Texas. And so I think it's really a brilliant cycle of business sustainability. And then we get this wonderful food and this arugula and these tomatoes and the basil. And I just, you know, for my chef from Sear to be able to come down every day and harvest tonight's dinner daily, it doesn't matter where we buy produce from, we can't get it that fresh. So we just want great food.
And what are the actual benefits of having this farm in the backyard? Besides coming down, and are there any added value, financial benefits?
Well, it certainly does save us money because produce is very expensive. And again, it just allows it to be fresh. We cut what we need. I mean, it's true. We won't cut any more arugula than what we're going to serve for service that night. So it's just not possible to get it any fresher. And you know, it's a kind of a really cool learning experience for my chefs and cooks because, you know, we're used to seeing produce coming off a truck, but we get to come out here and kind of become one with it. And every morning I come and taste the arugula. So, you know, it's kind of touches your heart a little bit as a chef to kind of get to know your food a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. We're very happy to be part of what you're doing and see that you're involved in this sustainable movement.
It's our pleasure.
Even though that word's used loosely.
Not here.
Great, thanks.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much.
it.
Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. So today, Modern Dallas is also here talking to Jody Wall, the president of Dallas Urban Farms, who actually makes this all happen and bringing it to Dallas. What a great idea.
Thank you.
How did this come about?
I saw this technology and thought that it would be a great way to bring food local. And since I'm a Dallasite, I wanted to start my company here and really change the food supply.
So obviously it's here at the Anatole, the Hilton Anatole. How do the locals figure this out and how can they put it in their homes?
These are actually units that can be used from a condo balcony up to, you know, acres of land. It depends on what application you need it for. Super easy. You can contact Dallas Urban Farms and we can get pretty much anyone growing.
And then they just purchase one of these?
One of these units, one of our systems comes as a package deal. We set you up with 20 seedlings so that everything's ready to grow. You can pick what you would specifically want. And then we offer 1 month of farm care, which teaches everyone how to grow on the system to ensure their success.
And then what can they grow? What are the options?
Anything as long as it's not a tree or like a rose or grape.
So this is arugula.
This is basil.
Basil, sorry. I'm going to take a little taste, see what it tastes like.
Tell me what you think.
From a vegan, this is good stuff. I think definitely contact Dallas Urban
Farms
and contact Jody. This is amazing. All you vegans out there, you need to have this in your backyard. Welcome to Mod Artist Gallery. In a recent editorial, art critic Todd Camplin from moderndallas.net wrote, Mod Artist Gallery is another space that breaks the mold of traditional galleries. This group space of artists has rotating shows, but also acts as a place where artists in the group can take collectors and talk to people one-on-one about their work. Stop by Mod Artist Gallery at 2514 Converse in the Dallas Design District or visit us at modartistgallery.com. To wrap up this week on Modern Dallas TV, on the art scene, we have on the 30th of October, Illume Gallery has their opening for artist Ed Hall from 6 to 9 p.m. That's Friday evening. And on the calendar, we have the Dallas Architecture Forum has a panel discussion on October 27th with Catherine Kular, fast, medium, slow at 6:30 p.m. And then on the 31st, Preservation Dallas has their fall architecture tour from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and you can get tickets and details at preservationdallas.org. Our featured open house this week is 6337 Orchid Lane. It's open from 1 to 3 p.m. on October the 25th. And if you're in the market for a modern, mid-century modern, contemporary home, high-rise or loft, we simply have the finest moderns in Dallas. Check out moderndallas.net for real estate, calendar, art scene, and more. And if you'd like a little extra modern, listen to The Modernist on Sundays at 2 p.m. on KLIF 570 AM with Jeff Mitchell and myself, Jeff Levine, Radio for the Modern Human. And for this week, it's a wrap. Have a great week.